Life at La Bella Luna continued, filled with the familiar symphony of clinking glasses, warm chatter, and the rich scent of espresso. But for Isabella, a subtle shift had occurred. A quiet confidence now guided her steps, a sense of peace born not from pride, but from a newfound understanding. Each smile she shared, each customer she served, held a silent echo of that transformative evening. Meanwhile, across Florence, a different kind of change was taking root in Alexander Moretti. He still commanded boardrooms in his tailored suits, but the sharp glint of arrogance in his eyes had softened into thoughtfulness. His employees were the first to notice. He started listening more than he interrupted. He remembered names, and he even began thanking the janitors who cleaned the lobby late at night. One afternoon, a young intern fumbled through a presentation, his nervousness palpable. The old Alexander would have cut him down. But this new version simply smiled. "It's all right," he said gently. "Mistakes are part of learning. I've made far worse ones." A surprised silence fell over the room. That evening, Alexander stood by his office window, a cup of tea in hand instead of his usual scotch. He looked out at the city, a faint smile on his lips. He thought of Isabella, of her courage and her grace. "Respect," he whispered to himself. "That's where it all begins." The following weekend, Alexander returned to La Bella Luna, not as a customer but as a quiet benefactor. He arranged to sponsor a renovation of the staff lounge and fund scholarships for young employees, just like Isabella. He wanted no credit, only to pay forward the lesson he'd learned. When the owner told Isabella, he said, "That man may be a millionaire, but he has the heart of a student now. You taught him something he'll never forget." Isabella just smiled softly. As she walked home under the moonlit sky, she thought about how two people from such different worlds could cross paths for a fleeting moment and leave an indelible mark on each other's lives. Her mother's words came back to her. "The way you treat people is your real language, and kindness speaks in every tongue." Alexander, for his part, felt a growing sense of freedom. He started frequenting small local cafes, talking to artists, students, and waiters. He was discovering a world he had missed, a world that existed beyond the walls of wealth and ego. One day, a journalist recognized him and asked, "Mr. Moretti, what changed you?" He paused, then replied, "A waitress once corrected my Italian, but what she really corrected was my heart." The story became a quiet fable whispered through Florence, a testament to the fact that respect is the only currency that never loses its value. Years passed. Isabella earned her degree and became a translator, traveling the world. The memory of that night at La Bella Luna remained with her, a secret, steady flame. Then, at a business event in Milan, she saw him. Alexander Moretti, older but unmistakable, was giving a speech on leadership and ethics. His words were humble, wise, and profound. When he finished, he saw her near the exit. Their eyes met, and for a moment they just smiled, a shared look of mutual respect and quiet gratitude. He walked over. "I see you kept your promise," he said softly. "And you kept yours," she replied. They shook hands, two lives connected by a single moment of grace. As Isabella left, she realized that what began as an insult had blossomed into a lesson for them both. She had learned that kindness isn't weakness but the purest form of strength, and Alexander had learned that the greatest victories aren't won in boardrooms, but in the moments you choose humility over pride. Their story lived on, a reminder that true class isn't about what you own, but about the respect you give and the heart you show.